Please be seated. Former Premier, Cabinet Secretary, government officials, ladies and gentlemen, family members, good afternoon. It's my privilege to welcome you to Government House this afternoon. And as Governor, let me start, please, by recognising the hard work of the Parliamentary Registrar and her team, together with the returning officers and all others involved in the organisation of yesterday's general election, in accordance with Bermuda's democratic tradition. As a result of yesterday's election, it will shortly be my privilege, in accordance with Section 58 of the Constitution, to appoint Edward David Gerald Burt II as the member of the House of Assembly best able to command the confidence of a majority of members of that House as Premier of Bermuda. But first, under Section 68 of the Constitution, I now invite Mr Burt to swear the oath of allegiance and the oath for the due execution of the office of Premier, after which we will sign the instruments, including the instrument appointing him as Premier, and I'll then invite Mr Burt to offer a few remarks to you. Mr Burt.
Just me by myself?
Yes, please.
I, Edward David Gerald Burt II, do swear that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to law. So help me God. I, Edward David Gerald Burt II, being appointed Premier, do swear that I will, to the best of my judgment, at all times when so required, freely give my counsel and advice to the Governor or any other person for the time being lawfully performing the functions of that office for the good management of the public affairs of Bermuda. And I do further swear that I will not, on any account, at any time whatsoever, disclose the counsel, advice, opinion, or vote of any particular minister or junior minister, and that I will not, except with the authority of the Cabinet, and to such extent as may be required for the good management of the affairs of Bermuda, directly or indirectly reveal the business or proceedings of the Cabinet or the nature or contents of any documents communicated to me as a minister or any matter coming to my knowledge in my capacity as such, and that in all things I will be a true and faithful Premier, so help me God.
Congratulations, Premier Burt.
It's been a long week or a few weeks for many of us, including my family. Let me begin by saying it is, without question, very gratifying to see so many of you here today to support me as I represent you on this occasion today. First, of course, as I did last evening, I would like to give thanks, glory, and honor to my God and Creator for blessing me with the gifts that have led me to this place. I would like to give thanks, of course, to my family, my wife, Kristen, who over the last 40 days and number of months has had to sacrifice so that I can serve the people of this country. And to my children, Nia and Ed, for their understanding, which, as you can understand, at not all times is easy, especially for Nia as a 2-year-old. But I give them thanks nonetheless. To my mother and my father, who are here today, who, as raised me.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Okay.
And put everything they had into me. To my brothers, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, and my mother-in-law, my extended family, and my friends, thank you very much for the sacrifices of which you continue to make to support me as I aim to serve the people of this country. Of course, it is a sad time in my family, as in 5 days we'll be burying a member of my family. And my sister and nephews are here, and it was supposed to be a joyous occasion. And my brother-in-law really wanted to be here, and he was really looking forward to this day, and he always said this day would come. To the members of my party, to my parliamentary colleagues, and to the people of Bermuda, I say thank you for giving us the responsibility to move Bermuda in a new and different direction. To the voters of this country, it is without question an awesome responsibility, one which we will not take lightly. Today, I take the oath of office of Premier of Bermuda. Tomorrow, we will swear in a government and we will get to work immediately. Our aim is simple, to be a government for all of Bermuda, whether the haves or the have-nots, whether it is Front Street or North Village. We will be a government that will put Bermudians first and make sure we work to advance the interests of every single Bermudian in this country. We will be a government that will govern with integrity, that will govern with humility, and most of all, will work incredibly hard every day to improve the conditions in this country for so many of us and so many of our voters, so many of our constituents that are struggling. Colleagues, friends, and fellow citizens, today the work begins. This is without question an honor, but without question there is an incredible amount of work to be done. Know and understand that I will give everything that I can, that our team will give everything that they can to live up to the trust of which you have given us with the mandate that you delivered yesterday. Thank you very much.